I'm back. Book haul again. Yay, we have some more books. We can just open and see what's in the box. Alright, let's take a look. The Making of Europe. Conquest, Colonization, and Cultural Change in 950 to 1350. An important period in European history by Robert Bartlett. Alright, so this is about how Europe was changed between in this period by people who just left their mark in places they went. Wow, font is a little small, but it's all right, I think, for scholarly work. The subject matter is just so interesting. 314 pages. The expansion of the Frankish culture, descendants of Duncan the First of Scotland. So if you ever wanted to know the family tree, here it is. Or you can just Google, but anyway. Growth of racism in later Middle Ages. Wow. It's just wonderful period of European history, really, to study. The case of Ireland. You know, I love Ireland. I love Ireland's history. I love English history. Just, wow. Wendish coins. Bremen Coke. Wow. So beautiful. Carrickfergus Castle. That's the name. Document of William Sabina establishing bishoprics in Prussia. Nice. Not that I can read that, but looks nice. Genoese commerce in the Black Sea. 1290. Wow. Really interesting. So this book is basically about the Frank culture, military, religious, and social customs that they spread around Europe by conquest and migration, and how they shaped Europe and related countries in that way. So you can see the Baltic Sea. Yeah, the Baltics was a scene of whole original crusade. The Eastern Crusade, as it was called, or Crusade in Eastern Europe against pagan people here. Pagan Prussians, actually, which later became the name for Prussia. It's one of those cases of where you take the name of the people you defeated. So Prussians, let's call them very roughly with today's anachronistic terms, Germans, conquered Prussians, and they called themselves kings of Prussia, or rulers of Prussia, I should say. Yeah, it's real nice. And of course, the period is really interesting because we have the Crusades falling right in this period. Just so great. Maths tables. Just fonts are small. Why not make fonts a little larger, please? There's enough page estate. I mean, like, I don't know. I think, yeah, I understand. There's a motivation to make it more affordable, which I love. Okay, yeah, money is tight. Yeah, we need this to be affordable, but we also need to maintain an acceptable level of eye health, so ocular health, I will say. But these are just so small. Oh my god! But so I will read it nonetheless. Very interesting subject. I just can't pass. But really just interesting, and analysis of place names. Oh my god! Dublin citizens by origin. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Italian trade, German trade, just so good. Wow. Yeah, looking forward to reading this one. So let's open one more. We have, I think, yeah, after this, we have a lot more actually. I have spent all my money on books. How about that? I'm an intellectual, okay? What are you gonna do? Just assume. Shackleton. Remember the book by Sir Ranulph Fiennes? This is the book by Roland Huntford. aka the person who didn't like Scott. But again, now we have Shackleton's biography from two opposing personalities, and I, as a reader, get to learn everything. Very interesting subject, nice photographs, fonts are small, sorry. Oh my god, me and the font size rather. Shackleton, yeah, very interesting explorer. Just one of the great Irishmen, I think. Anglo-Irish, I should say. I don't know. But yeah, we have the chapter numbers in Roman numerals. Nice, interesting touch. Yeah, a lot of. Yeah, here is a trip to the pole. Guess this is the South Pole, and this is the farthest he made in Nimrod expedition. I'm not sure he made it that far, to be honest with you. Just owing to the inaccuracies in the instruments at the time. I'm not certain he made it that far, but I don't have any hard evidence on that, so don't quote me. But yeah, just more stories here than I can tell you. Really, just a great book. And by the way, let's see, main text. 697 pages. Oh my god. It could be another 600 pages and I will still read it. It's just great. Okay, we have another book here. Let's open it. Yeah. You can hear me attempting to open the box here. Alright, what have we here? World Without End, Global Empire of Philip II. Yeah. Understanding the Spanish Empire in 1500s, which is 16th century, is essential in understanding the beginnings of the New World and the later English domination, of course, in the end, giving rise to America. So this is a really interesting period to examine. Of course, there's great rivalry with England, great rivalry with the Ottoman Empire, and some serious exploitation of the native peoples, to which a lot of Spanish people also objected and revolted against. But it's where the world is starting to come together at this point. Okay, with its mighty navy, Spain is starting to connect the dots and basically laying out the framework for the later British Empire. Philip II here, the famous El Dorado legend. Conquest of China. Wow, yeah. Coming out from Spain, not only do you conquer the New World, you are also in China. Alright. Who am I to judge? Empires like to go places. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, here you see the Ottoman Empire. A lot of the Holy Roman Empire at this point is also associated with Spain, like a Catholic alliance. France, despite being Catholic, was pretty much not in league with Spain. So it was like a thorn on the side of Spain. Of course, the Ottoman Empire, having parts of Northern Africa here, okay, was pressing on Spain's supremacy on the Mediterranean and also ferrying Jews and Muslims from Inquisition. From England, obviously, there is the rivalry and the worldwide Spanish Empire. Macau is a Portuguese colony. Yeah. And a lot of the New World, I guess. Spain, New Spain, Cuba, Florida, Bahamas, Puerto Rico. All of this except for Brazil, which was given to the Portuguese by the Pope. This demarcation line you can see here. Line of demarcation by the Treaty of Tordesillas, 1494. Okay? So, like, it was roughly west of it was Spanish, east of it was Portuguese. But Spain was a world empire at some point. There's no denying that. They had possessions in India and all the way to Indonesia. Of course, Portugal was very active there. Yeah, it's history being very interesting, really taking us by surprise and leaves us fascinated. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. It's really almost always surprising. Interesting. Yeah, here's some of the Spanish explorers who have made this far inland, I think. Yeah. I think we have the main text about, let's say 300, a little more than 300 pages. Yeah, about exactly, I think 300 pages. Font is okay, it's not too small. I think readable, paper is nice. So, yeah, I will read it with great interest, that's for sure. Yeah. Just really interesting period in history. So let's keep opening those boxes. We have, I think, 2 or 3 more. So let's get going. I sometimes check. So cool. After Tamerlane, Rise and Fall of Global Empires, 1400 to 2000, John Darwin. Yeah, this is John Darwin, I assume. Let's see. Font is small, scholarly book. in excess of 500 pages, something like that. So they take Timur-Lane as a starting point. The author takes the advent of Timur-Lane as a starting point and basically examines how later empires went on to expand and the effect of Timur-Lane, I think, on later empires. The Eurasian Revolution. Yeah, really interesting. And comes to the 19th century here. Really interesting. And again, Ottoman Empire is in the middle of it all, as always. So, yeah, really interesting. Yeah, looking forward to read that one too. Particularly interesting period in history. The defeat of the Tipu Sultan. Okay, Mughal Empire of India. Great. Moving on, let's see. This is a very beautiful cover. Like the quality of the paper is really good. And the subject matter is really interesting. The Black Jacobins. So, Jacobins are, of course, the group after the French Revolution, which are known to be a little more radical than the rest, if you can believe it. But, of course, these were founders of the country of Haiti in the Caribbean, the black slaves who rebelled and actually founded the first independent black country. Unfortunately, it was throughout today plagued with difficulty, but it's an inspiring story that these people rose up and gained their freedom. So really interesting story. I'm really looking forward. I can't wait to read this one. Fonts are a little small, as I'm getting used to by now, but really interesting period in American history, really, in the history of the New World. And it's really sad that even the French revolutionaries failed to sympathize. Not all of them, some of them did support, but many of French revolutionaries didn't support an independent Black Republic and failed to support their independence. But it's a really interesting, because again, people with conviction, with belief, have managed to basically end slavery in Haiti, if nothing else. Founded the first Black Republic, but it's not as simple as it sounds. It means the ending of slavery in Haiti. It's turning, but it's a landmark, really. You can't overestimate it. Very interesting book. Can't wait to read. Okay, I have only 2 more books now. Let's take a look at them, and I think I'm gonna cut this video to a few. And here is Relentless, From Good to Great to Unstoppable. These are my self-help books. And Flow, the classic work on how to achieve happiness. Great. So I hope you liked my book haul journey. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching throughout to the end, if you did. And have a good one. Goodbye.